Welcome to our fifth episode of Our Visionism. What are we talking about today? Big topic, religion. Religion. You know, the last episode dovetails into this discussion. Last episode we talked about, is life fair? Life is not fair. We concluded. And if you think about it, who agrees with that? A lot of people, especially politicians. Politicians at the time of election want you to believe, want you to think life is fair. It's not fair, that you were not fairly treated. They say they stoke a sense of resentment, hate, so they can vote for them. They say life is not being fair to you. Vote for me. Vote for hope and change. I agree. Every 2 years, every 4 years, we should change. I agree with politicians. Because when you change, you have a hope. If you don't change, you have no hope. You have to change politicians. Then you have better hope. And if it doesn't work, you keep changing. You keep changing. As long as you keep changing politicians, you always have hope. And today we're talking about religion. Last time, Barack Obama told me, when people have no hope, they cling on to guns and Bibles. Well, we're not talking about Christianity. We're not talking about any religion. We're talking about religions in general. Religion. What's religion? Simply put, religion is a body of belief. It's a philosophy. It's a belief. Religion tells you to believe in certain things that will hopefully make you feel better. First of all, you believe in something makes you feel better. Secondly, make you act better. Make you conduct yourself with morality, with love and peace. So therefore, religion is good. All religions are good. Until they are deformed and distorted by criminals who use religion. Who use religion because religion is a powerful weapon. Religion is so powerful. Religion makes people want to donate their money, their body, and their life. It's powerful. Religion controls mind. And your mind tells you what to act. So religions were all created by human beings, by man. Even the most read book in the world, the Bible, was written by man. Bible didn't fall from the sky. Bible was written by man. All different religions were created by man, including the simplest religion of what? Atheism. That's the simplest religion. Atheism, they have a belief. They have a core belief that God does not exist, that there's no God. That's a religion, very simple. And because they believe there's no God, so they don't have a lot of ceremonies, procedures, structures. They just don't believe in religions and they don't believe in God. So religions, all religions, including atheism, were created by man because they were created old times. And then many men and women follow and join. But religion can be used, as I said earlier, by criminals. Even before the criminals, religions can become a big business. Religion is a big business. You think I'm making derogatory statements about religion. No, big business is not bad. Religion, when people donate money to religion, that's fine. It creates economic activities. It gives livelihood to the clergymen and clergywomen. Nothing wrong with it. Religion is a big business. Look at the Catholic Church. Owns so much wealth. There's nothing wrong with it. When people say religion is a big business, it's saying it in a derogatory term with negative connotations. It doesn't need to be that way. It takes money to propagate a thought. It takes money to do anything. So religion needs money. That's okay. So just realize religion is a big business. But when religion is used to the extreme, it sows animosity, class warfare, bitterness, crime, murder, genocide. That's the hardcore religious terrorism. And there's a softer version of it. A softer version is that religion makes one think one is self-righteous. That whoever doesn't believe in my religion is in the wrong. Whoever doesn't follow what I believe in is less moral, less correct. Whoever is not as pious as I am is not as good a person. That's a softer term. It's called bigotry, arrogance. And therefore, since I'm always right because I believe in this religion, whoever doesn't follow my belief, my dogma of certain rules and regulations, then that person is less righteous. Religion, another example how religions are all made by human beings. Give you one example. All religions think, not all, many religions think, whichever God they believe in is the true God. That's fine. No other God is correct. Exists. Only their God is the only God. Well, what do I call it? That's called monopoly. And then they say, if you believe in other God, their God is jealous, will smite you or destroy you. That's not God. That's evil portrayal of their God by those people. You see, in the former, let's for the sake of discussion, assume God exists. God is pure. God is righteous. God is so good. God doesn't make mistakes. God doesn't commit any crime. I agree. If you believe in God. If God is so good and so righteous, why would God be so petty? So as to be so jealous? Let me give you an example. Which teacher would say to the students, you can never be better than me. If you are threatening me, you have a promising future. I'm going to give you F, not A, because you cannot be better than me. If teacher says that, doesn't matter how many union he or she belongs to, he or she be fired. How can a teacher tell a student, you can never be better than me? I'm not going to allow that. By the same token, have you ever heard of any parent telling a child, you can never be better than me? I will not allow that. You can never be more successful. You can never achieve a higher status. You can never make more income. Because I'm not going to allow that. I'll disown you. I'll beat you up. Teachers want the students to be successful, to get Nobel Prize, to make contribution to mankind. Parents want their children to be successful, to lead a happy life. But human beings have made a God so that God doesn't allow anybody else to become God. Because most religions say, you shall have no other God except me. See, that's a human being thinking for God. God is so benevolent. God is so good. God's not jealous. Human beings project their own jealousy, their pettiness onto God. God is so good. If you believe in God, wants everybody to be God. God wants everybody to be God. I'll go so far as saying, and this one please even my atheist friends or religious friends both. I want to prove to you that human beings, that you are God, and you should be better than God. Yes. Why? Why? How can human beings be God? God, whatever definition is, you're God because you have supernatural power. Yes, every human being has supernatural power. God has supernatural power. Why? We have natural power when we were born. We human beings, as a member of animal kingdom, we have natural power. Like any animal, we know as we grow up how to run, how to survive. We're hungry, we eat. We're in the wilderness, we start eating leaves and seeds and fruits. We know how to run, flight. We run away from danger and risks. We eat, we drink. It's cold, we know how to seek shelter. Just like animals, they hide when it's cold. That's natural power. But we have supernatural power. Supernatural meaning we were not born with that. But with what was naturally born into us, we can develop, acquire that supernatural power. 16 plus 16, 32. We were not born with that ability. We learned, we acquired. We know how to send emails. We know how to drive. No other animal member in the kingdom knows how to do additions, multiplications, or drive, or speak a language that is so meaningful. More meaningful than dogs barking or whales howling. So we human beings, we then, with our natural power, we develop and we acquire supernatural power. If you have supernatural power, it comes to the definition of God. Is it not? Is it not true? So you have supernatural power. You have supernatural power. Don't let it go to waste. Use it for the right cause, for a good cause. So if you have supernatural power, you're God. Yes, in my own mind, yes, you're God. Then you conduct yourself with God-like qualities. You are God. It's the highest form of praises, of commendation, of accolades you can get. You're God. So conduct yourself accordingly. You're God. God does not commit crimes. God does not engage in fraud, does not engage in cheating people, hurting people, killing people. God does not do that. So you conduct yourself as God. But that's really not good enough. You have to be better than God. You have to be better than God. Yes. Because, give you an example. In times of war, World War II, any kind of war, as I said in my first episode, the middle portion of it, God did not intervene in the past wars. During the wartime, innocent people are slaughtered. Civilians and children, women are killed. God did not intervene. Every day, during murders and rapes, God does not intervene. You must. You call 911. During World War II, the Satan, evil Hitler engaged in genocide. God didn't intervene. Human beings intervened with their life and blood and sacrifice from countries all over. At that time, human beings were better than God. The theologians would say, no, don't you ever argue that way. God has a plan. God gives people free will. Let people do what they want. God loves people so much. Gives the people free will so people can choose to go to heaven or earth or hell. That's a freedom. It doesn't mean God didn't intervene. Well, the argument is so hogwash. In giving people freedom, allowing crimes, atrocities, calamities to occur. How about the innocent lives? Does God give a criminal, a murderer, free will so that God can save that soul? How about the innocent person whose life was taken during war, during murder, during robbery? So that argument doesn't hold. Although that argument sustains a lot of religious theories. So you have to be better than God. That's religion. Religion is a body of thought that if you believe in it, fine. Religions are good. Take the good parts of religion and use logic and leave out the bad part. The bad part of religion is a softer form of terrorism. It's a bigotry. It allows and tells you to prosecute, to discriminate against others who you think are not doing things the right way, who you think are engaging in transgressions and sins, who you think should be discriminated against and persecuted, such as religion tells you to look down and persecute homosexuals. That's a bad part of religion. Take it out. Religion tells you that women are second-class citizens. Women should obey men. That's a bad part of religion. Take it out. Use your logic. All human beings were created equal. We should not discriminate anyone on the basis of religion, gender, preference, nationality, capability. That's a religion of peace, love, inclusiveness. So reject and renounce the bad elements of religion, but cherish and embellish the good parts of religion so that you can conduct yourself with pride and achievement, helping others to realize that everyone is a God. Everyone's God, and everyone has to be better than God. Everyone has to intervene when there's crime, there's unfairness, there's injustice, when there is hypocrisy, when there's government failure, one has to step in. And that's the ultimate purpose of religion. I think our atheist friends would agree with that too, that we have to be involved. And that's why atheists are very involved. They are involved in criticizing other religions. So that's a bad part of our atheism. If they don't actively criticize and interfere and condemn other religions, atheism is fine. As a belief, atheism is fine. Just as Muslim is fine, Christianity is fine, Judaism is fine, Buddhism is fine. Most religions have good purpose until they've gone astray by the evildoers who use religion for their own selfish and criminal gain. Until next episode, stay well.